Holly wants a cracker. Think I should get off her first. Think she wants some water to put out the blowtorch. Isn't me, have a seat. Let me clip dirty wings. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some of my help, please myself. Got some rope, have been told. Promise you, have been true. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some help, please myself. Polly wants a cracker. Maybe she likes some food. She asked me to untie her. A chase would be nice for a few. Isn't me, have a seat. Let me clear dirty wings. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some of my help, please myself. Got some road, have been told. Promise you, have been true. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some help, please myself. Polly said her back hurts. She's just as bored as me. She caught me off my guard. Amazes the will of instinct. Isn't me, have a seat. Let me clear dirty wings. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some of my help, please myself. Got some road, have been told. Promise you, have been true. Let me take a ride, cut yourself. Want some help, please myself. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, and welcome to the weekend update. Already in the chat, we have Emotionally Unstable Amphibian, Loyal Blue Wrench, Connie Cleary, friend of the channel, Deep Henzak, Gonzalo Bergali, Jesse Guajardo. All right. Well, it's good to see everybody. I am trying a little experiment with this show this week. I am also simulcasting on Twitter, so I'm looking to see how that turns out. In fact, let me go over there and check real quick. All right, seems to be going well. Just trying a few different things out. All right. Last couple of days have been a little trying on my end of things, but I want everybody to know I'm okay. Nothing wrong that I can't fix. I'm healthy. I'm up and around. Just been a pretty trying last couple of days, but there have been some people who have had it worse, and I have a friend who's as of today basically homeless, and at the moment I don't know where he is. we also have the situation currently going on in Lewiston, Maine. I wish you well. My heart goes out to them. It's a situation that is not yet over, and there's going to be some healing to do. All right, let's get to it. Uh, Weekend update. Uh, Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to join Pop Culture Minefield live or not. It's going to depend on how a couple of things go. But if I do, then TGIF will be starting at 4 p.m. Eastern. All the times I give are going to be Eastern. That'll be 4 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be part of the series of Halloween shows that they're doing over there on Pop Culture Minefield. And so hopefully all goes well. I will have a chance to jump in. All right, now at 7:30, over on Big Al Presents Films with Friends. I am going to be on a panel which will include soundtracks with Birdman, and we are going to be watching The Witch, you know, written and directed by Robert Eggers, starring Anya Taylor-Joy, and it's a very good one. So follow us over there and check it out. Good little Halloween film there. And of course, later on that night, 10 p.m., Friday night Last Call with Troy Pacelli, with Netters Network and Aged Boomer, also on the panel. And they're going to be talking about, and I am looking forward to this, I am not going to lie, lesbian vampires, trope or archetype. So I'm really looking forward to this show. It's going to be fun. And hello to JPRPH1. All right. I want to remind everyone to please hit the like, share out the stream. We are currently simulcasting on Twitter. So if there's anybody who's watching over there, please let me know how it looks and sounds. And if it works out, then I'll be doing more shows on both platforms. And if you would like to support the channel, at the top of the chat is a link where you can donate. Every cent goes to keeping the show on the air. All right. We're going to move along now to Saturday. Connie says it's an interesting topic. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a fun show. All right. Moving on to Saturday. Saturday, again, Pop Culture Minefield, 4 p.m. for Saturday morning fun time. And then moving over to, let me see what else is going to be Saturday. Karaoke Saturday night over on Rambling Canucks channel. Hopefully, I'll be able to stop by for a round or three. And then I'm going to head on over to Netters Network for Retro Cinema. This week's movie is going to be Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. And I have a confession. If I don't have a chance to see it between now and showtime, it'll be my first time watching the movie. Oh, I do want everybody to remember Pop Culture Minefield on Saturday. They are going to be reviewing John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness with Sam Neill. This is a big favorite of mine. I'm also hoping to rewatch that before the show. All right. So we have Saturday morning fun time. We have Saturday Night Karaoke with Ramblin' Canuck. We've got Corpse Bride with Netter's Network. After that, I am going to be heading on over to Jedi Bill's After Hours Karaoke. So that'll be Saturday. That'll be on. That will probably be sometime after midnight because he usually goes on after Canuck. So look for that probably at around 12:30. All right. Sunday, also on Jedi Bill's channel, is Western Cinema Sunday. And we're doing something a little bit different for October, and that's we are focusing on horror westerns. Last week, we watched Ghost Riders from 1987, a movie I'm surprised Mystery Science Theater never got around to because it is perfect for them. I had a blast watching that movie. It's so bad it's good. This week, we are going to be watching a movie from this year. And another, it's an independent film called Ghost Town, which is written, directed, and starring a guy named Owen Conway. And I'm not really familiar with him. I don't think I've seen him in anything, but he's been in a couple of Coen Brothers movies. He's in the Waco, The Aftermath TV series, so I'm looking forward to see what he does with the horror western. And hello to Gorilla's Random Thoughts. All right, so at 8 o'clock will be episode 37 of Unscripted. This week's episode will be entitled The Race is On. And I am going to be talking about the upcoming awards season. I'm going to focus on the Oscars and some of the movies that I think are going to get nominated. So if you've been liking my my movie reviews, and head on over and give Unscripted a look. It's going to be a fun one. It's not going to be anything heavy. You know, it's not going to be me complaining about Disney or talking about anything, really harsh that's happened. It's going to be a fun episode. And I would also like to hear what everybody in the chat has to say about what your favorite movies are and what you would like to see get some awards recognition. Jesse says, I'm surprised there aren't that many horror Western films. Yeah, there are a few. I would definitely be interested in seeing more kind of, genre mashups like that. And hopefully we will get to do some on Bill's show. After, Halloween is over. All right. Now, after Unscripted, you of course know that is the lead into Geeky Geezers over on Aged Boomers channel. And I do know there's going to be an in memoriam for Richard Roundtree, plus other news of the week. And after Geeky Geezers is over, of course, stop back by here at 12:05 Eastern, 11:05 Central for episode 25 of The Other Side of Midnight. And if all goes well, Big Al Presents will be joining me. So look forward to that. The last show that Al joined me for did very well and continues to do well. I would like to thank everybody who watched the previous episode. And if you like that, please watch all of the other episodes. It's a fun show to do. Nothing too heavy. I don't get too political during that show or anything or talk about subjects that are too heavy. We just have fun. And hello to Mikey Sue's 4. It says, I think Napoleon is going to win a few Oscars. Ridley Scott did well with Gladiator, and Joaquin Phoenix was in that movie too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Napoleon. I hope it's good. I don't know how it's going to do necessarily at Oscar time. I gotta think, unless they completely screwed the pooch on it, it's going to. I gotta think it's going to get at least a few nominations. But we're going to be talking about that on Sunday. Uh, I want to remind everybody as well, in case you're wondering where the links are. I do not have links up yet. I don't have thumbnails yet either. I'm going to put some temporary ones up until such time as Fletcher is able to get those completed. Um, Jesse says, I would like to see gunslingers versus vampires, werewolves, and witches. Yeah, that would be good. Jesse says, I hope Napoleon comes out on DVD. I'm sure it will, unless you're talking about the 1927 version. One thing I'm curious about, and something that I want to try and look into, is whether or not the Ridley Scott film had anything to do with the script that Stanley Kubrick wrote, because he was going to do a Napoleon film as well. Unfortunately, he passed before he could get to it. But yeah, I'm very curious for this. I'd like to see it. We did get a little bit of bad news as far as movies are concerned. It's looking like the next installment of Mission Impossible is going to be pushed back to summer of 2025. And I have to think the strike has something to do with that, which tends to make me think that it may very well go into Christmas, or at the very least Thanksgiving. So that's really going to put a spanner in the works for next year. The studios, for their sake, I hope they have some. I hope they've been holding back on some movies, or else there's not going to be a whole lot coming out next year. But again, like I said, we'll discuss that more on Sunday. All right. Let's see. That's Sunday. My next scheduled appearance is going to be on Tuesday, where I will once again be hosting live from Sparkwood in 21. And we are going to be talking about episode 2 of Twin Peaks. This is a rewatch and a series retrospective. Got some positive feedback on the first episode that I hosted. So I'm really looking forward to this week. And especially having Troy and Netters there, because they are like an encyclopedia of that show. So I'm really looking forward to it. And this is going to be a special episode. It is perfectly fitting for a Halloween night episode. And if you have not seen episode 2 of Twin Peaks, I don't want to give it away, but it is one of my favorite episodes of the series. And probably my favorite episode of season 1. So stay tuned for that. Mikey says, we've discussed how less CGI works since Make 2 the trench. Many of the movies have used practical and visual effects lately, so hope that trend continues. Yeah, I would really like to see more practical effects. I'm getting tired of this CGI splooge all over the screen. Especially after Indy 5, because that movie just looked like a damn cartoon. It didn't do anything for me. So yeah, I would like to see more practical effects. All right. Um, so that ought to about wrap it up for this week's planned live streams. Also, um, stay tuned to my community page in case you forget anything in any show that I might be involved with. I will remind you. I do repost everything in the community page. So if I get to show up on any other shows unannounced beforehand, I'll let everybody know. I appeared today on Reality Movies, episode 7, hosted by Ryan Roger Athai. So if please go back and get a look at that. And I was also on a stream with a Latino Slant earlier this week that you can also find on my page. So if you missed that show, go and check it out. We had director Mike Mendez on uh, and we watched his movie The Convent from the year 2000. Fun movie. Kind of like The Evil Dead. And hello to DJ Ronnie G. Good to see you. We're about ready to wrap up here. Unless anybody in the chat has any questions or anything that they would like to bring up, discuss, any suggestions for movies or TV shows to review in the future, I am all ears. And I want to also once again say hello to everyone who is watching along on Twitter. And let me know how it looks, how it sounds, and if everything turned out 5 by 5, I might be doing this a little bit more because I want to branch out and onto other platforms. DJ Ronnie G says, just finished The Terror. Would watch it again. Is that the one with Boris Karloff and Jack Nicholson, or the AMC series? Ah, it's the series. Okay, it's about the doomed Franklin expedition to discover the Northwest Passage in 1845. Yeah, I heard that was good. Mikey says, I started doing Charlie's Angels reviews. That'd be a good past TV series to review. Yes, it would. All right. Unless there's anything anything else, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Connie says it sounds great on Twitter. Great, good to hear. Jesse says, isn't there a song about the Northwest Passage? Not that's coming to mind, but I'm pretty sure there is. All righty. I want to thank everybody for showing up for the chat. Everybody in the chat, anybody watching on Twitter, lurking in the background, or anyone who watches it later. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, share out the stream. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe. I am 49 away from 300. So I'm hoping to hit that here in the next couple of weeks. All right. Mikey says the only song he knew was North to Alaska. Cool. Ronnie's saying, I'm currently eating up all material regarding the expedition. Yeah, be interesting to look into that. All right. And hello, Samuel Proctor. Good to see you. Just about to wrap it up. Just one time, I'll take the Northwest Passage. So find a hand of Franklin reaching for the something something C. Yeah, I don't know that song. I have to look it up. All righty. So thank you all for being here. Connie, Emotionally Unstable Amphibian, Mikey, DJ Ronnie G, Samuel Proctor, Jesse, Gonzalo Bergali was with us earlier. And let me scroll back up. Gorilla's Random Thoughts, and Deep Henzak. All righty. Thank you all for being here. From HQ, good night, take care, stay strong, because this is how we win.